Hi, I'm Shanika, the mental health sister. So today's topic is cutting, self-harming behaviors for adolescents. So I work at a crisis center and I see a lot of individuals that come into the crisis center, not a lot, but I see enough where the parents are really concerned because their child has been engaging in some type of self-harming behavior and the parent, not necessarily, to no fault of their own, they see the self-harming behavior as a suicide gesture. The thing about cutting is that everybody has a different cutting story. Some people cut because they want to relieve stress. Some people cut because that's their way to feel something, anything, because they describe their feelings as numb. Everybody, like I said, has a different cutting experience. The first thing, if you have somebody or you encounter your child or a loved one that you discover has been cutting, the first thing you should not do is to shame them. A lot of times people don't understand why people cut, themselves, and it's not something that's going to make sense to you. This is really not about your journey, it's about theirs. So the most harmful thing that you can do is be dismissive or minimize. Well, you have no reason to be like that. You get everything. Why are you cutting on yourself? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That's one thing you don't want to do. If you want to alienate the individual quicker than anything else, then go ahead and shame them. They will shut down in 2.5 seconds, and the next thing you know, they're going to be wearing sleeves, they're going to be hiding it from you. Maybe they won't be cutting on their arm, maybe they're going to be cutting on their thighs or their stomach or their legs or, any other inconspicuous area that is not likely to invoke the response that you initially gave them. If anything, you really just need to be present for them. Be there with them in their moment of struggle. Let them know while you don't understand what they're going through, you want to help them. That's going to be the best approach. You want to get them into counseling, some form of counseling, particularly if the individual specializes or understands cutting behaviors, because not every counselor is trained to understand that. So I think sometimes you could do more damage by just sending them to any Joe Schmo counselor because, oh, this person looked good on paper. They have all these accolades, so they must be the best person. No, you're gonna hear this on many of my videos because this is really just core of my belief. You have to have the individual find a counselor that they resonate with, find a counselor that they connect to. So you send your kid to counseling, but they don't trust the counselor, you can almost guarantee that they're going to keep on cutting because the counselor is not somebody they're going to be really open to really working on their issues with. So if you find somebody that you love is cutting, don't freak out. Really just let them know that you're there for them and you want to get them the help that they need. Do not minimize the behavior. Do not tell them that they shouldn't be doing it. Of course they shouldn't be doing it. Of course there are alternatives. Sometimes people take rubber bands and they pop it on their arm. Sometimes people, we recommend them holding ice cube. It really just depends. Every therapist has different things. Group therapy sometimes work. I know sometimes when individuals find that their kid is cutting, they think, well, if I put them in group with other people that are cutting, that's going to perpetuate their behaviors. That's going to make it okay. In reality, it normalizes in a way for them to not feel that shame factor that they're probably feeling. And it says, hey, I'm not the only one that's going through this. This is fantastic. So they're going to feel the safety net of some sort to be able to really work on the issues that they're struggling with. So that's my spiel. I would just recommend if you have a cutter, just get them the help that they need, counseling preferably. A lot of times people think, oh, okay, well, we'll just put them on medication, some antidepressants. They must be depressed. Let's just put them on some antidepressants. That'll fix everything. Anytime you attempt to add medication into the life of your loved one, there needs to be counseling attached to it. It's just not wise to send somebody off with meds without really helping them unpack the root of the reason why they're doing what they're doing. Medication is a band-aid. It treats the symptoms. It does not treat the root cause, and you are actually doing more damage by not getting them the service that they need. And just get them in counseling first and foremost. Med management if possible, if that is warranted. But more than anything, they probably just need you to be there for them. Hope this was helpful. Questions, comment. If you have cut in the past, I would love to know your story. I would love to know what it is that helped or what hurt when family members discovered that you were cutting. I think it's important to honor your story. I think it's important to honor your experience, and I would love to be able to understand and get some insight so that I can help people going forward as I practice as a mental health counselor. So, all right, questions, comments, as usual, comment below. Like I said, feel free to write me, whatever, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.